27 years, and we still growing and learning each other. You feel me? Listen, good people. Most couples, I wrote this down. I want you to hear this. Most couples don't break up because they stop loving each other. They break up because they stop growing together and speaking each other's nervous system language. Oh, we listen. Today's episode, this ain't advice, good people. This is 27 years of embodiment, right? 27 years of marriage soul truth. 27th anniversary edition. You ready to get into it?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Welcome back to another episode of the Married Life Podcast, episode 10. One of your hosts, FL, your life coach, baby. And this is my boo thing. What's your name, babe?
Chandra.
Look, I always gotta laugh at that. She's saying it normal now, so she throwing me off now. She throwing me off. Listen, good people. Today's episode, when you see this come out tomorrow, Friday is our 27th anniversary.
Woo.
27 years, babe. Woo. So we thought we'd do a special episode, 27th edition style, right?
Yep.
Give you the 3 top things that really kept us growing together,
Yes.
right? That sustained us, right? And then that evolved us, right? Communication is the first one, right? Growing together, right? Right? And then what's that third one, babe?
Balancing each other out.
Come on. You got to be the yin and the yang for each other, right? So you ready to jump into it?
Let's do it.
Listen, I want to preference this first and say, we're not here to tell y'all what to do and how to live y'all's marriage. No. That ain't never what this is. That ain't never what this is. We're sharing how we actually built 27 years. You're looking at the fruit of what we're about to share with you. So that's what this episode is. So if you might be in year 5, 10, 2 or 3, if you're looking to build 27 years of love and happiness with somebody, you in the right spot. Married Life Podcast episode 9, baby. You ready to get into it?
Let's do it.
Man, let's get into it. Look, y'all know I'm a note taker, baby. This one, because I really want to give you this information. So the first thing, is what? Communication. Well, let me preface this first, because we've done a lot of marriage coaching, and talked to a lot of couples. So I always say this. Couples, a lot of couples stay together, but they grow apart. We talk about that a lot, right? So listen, and I also put down a lot of couples talk, but they don't communicate. Because when you just talk, you don't ever feel heard.
Exactly.
Communicate. Yeah, look, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm getting ahead of myself. And then I said a lot of couples love each other, but don't know how to regulate each other. Ooh, that's the big one right there, babe.
Well, you mean regulate each
nervous
other,
system,
or...
the nervous system, help regulate the nervous system, speak the nervous system language, right? That's the balance part, right? The regulation, you got to help your partner regulate. It's almost like you got to pick somebody that you could unpack with,
right?
And that unpacking is going to be going on for the rest of your life as long as y'all together. So listen, this ain't marriage perfection, good people.
No.
This ain't us telling you, oh, we had 27 years and Kool-Aid was coming out our faucet and we never got into it. Look at this face. No. That ain't true. Look at that face.
No.
That ain't true. You know what I'm saying? But listen, what this is though, I told you, we about to give you the sauce on what sustained us, right? What grew us, and then what evolved us together, right? So the first thing is communication. That's the first thing we wrote down. I know it sounds like a cliche, good people, but communication is real, right? I wrote down, for me, from my own perspective, early in the marriage when we got married, because we got married pretty young, 2020. Go back and check out the other 9 episodes of the marriage. Like, we tell our story in the first one.
Yes.
But communication for me, oh man, remember in the beginning, that was me getting my point across.
Yeah.
See that? Look, I was learning. I'm still learning. But in the beginning, when we first got married, I felt like communication was just me expressing verbally my point. And if I did that, done. She should get it. That's it. We communicated. So talk about how that in the early stages, what was that like for you?
It was challenging. Well, first of all, I mean, I would say I struggled to communicate anyway. And when you would communicate, I really felt like you did all the talking. And so,
like now,
still do that today. What am I saying?
Go ahead, babe. My bad.
So I felt like you did all the communicating, and the way you expressed yourself was a challenge for me because
Talk about that. Talk about what do you mean by the way? Tell the good people what that really means.
it was a little loud. Well, I
Me
mean, you're
being
loud
loud?
anyway,
What?
but then
What?
domineering in a way.
What? What?
Like,
Me?
as the religious trauma go, look at that too, okay?
Yeah, yeah,
Just, I mean,
yeah.
honestly. And then when he would communicate like that, instantly my shutdown began.
Nervous
And
system.
that probably worsened it for him because then I wasn't even speaking because I couldn't communicate in that environment.
Yeah.
And so we had to learn each other's
Communication language.
well, no,
Just nervous system.
yeah, the nervous system.
Nervous system. Yeah, yeah, that's
So,
true.
we had to learn how, I had to learn how to regulate that when he was speaking in a certain way. And he learned how to speak for me in a certain way where it didn't make me want to shut down.
That's real talk, good people. So men, listen, that's not weakness because you're learning your spouse. And that's part of loving your wife, right? And vice versa, right? So, like she said, me being dominated, you think that I don't believe? No, I'm just but listen, I know what she means. She used to always tell me that it wasn't what I said, it was how I said it. So delivery is very important for me because sometimes it can be a little rough around the edges. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just straightforward. If your breath stink, I'm gonna tell you your breath smell like okay, you already know. It's just straightforward. Now I probably could word that a little different. You feel me? So yeah, man, communication. And then I wrote down here, but this is what we learned. You heard her, you heard me. Yes. This is what we learned. Communication is nervous system to nervous system. Ooh wee.
And I would say something I probably recognized more recently is that a lot of that was also from childhood. And
yes,
when he would be loud, it probably made me revert back to childhood.
First 7 years, good people.
Yes, so sir. I think that's a big factor too in not even be able to recognize that in our early years.
No, that's true. And then to touch on that about my loudness, just go watch the other videos, right? She talks about that when we first started, my whole family loud. So, that was just passed down to me. When I get loud, it's not that I'm upset when my voice raises or my voice gets high pitched. It's not that I'm upset. I'm just a passionate person. I believe in what I'm talking about, but I had to learn how to bring that down a little bit when I'm talking to wifey. But then that taught me how to bring it down with other people, right? So I said we had to learn communication is nervous system to nervous system. Why are you trying to trigger your spouse's nervous system? I'm not saying you're doing it intentionally, but I'm saying like you got to be aware of that. Happen. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. And then I said not just what you say, but we talked about that, but how safe. Now this is the soul truth. It's not just what you say, but how safe it feels to hear it. Ooh, wait. Well, wifey just said my delivery. It's not necessarily what you say, but does your partner's nervous system feel safe enough to hear it and receive it? Tone, timing, body language, regulation is what I wrote down. Yeah, good people. So the real growth moment, like you said, we learned, like she's talked about, we learned how to pause, before we actually respond. We still can get better at it, because sometimes we just react. But we learned how to pause before we respond. We learned that intensity and honesty, they all have its place, right? Because some things you're talking about with your partner, you're gonna be intense about, right? You know what I'm saying? Like some things that you believe with so those are just the first thing we learned: communication, how to really be heard. So that's one of the things that we learned. So that's pillar number one. That's step number one. Now we're about to go to step number two, or the second thing we learned, right? Second thing that kept us growing together, good people, not apart. Like I said, we've coached a lot of couples, right? We've been married 27 years. The biggest thing that I've seen, the love is always there. they just grow apart like this. See, I always give an illustration when I do coach, when we talk to couples like this. As long as you're growing like this, one might be in front, but that's okay. You're still going down the same path. You still wanting the same things in life, right? You might be in front on some things, but when you start wanting different things in life, you start doing this. See how bigger that gap gets? Bigger and bigger. Most couples grow apart. So in our early years, 2021 when we got married, met in college, go watch that. We just man, we share some of the
same, like our core values were the same.
Yeah. So talk about that in the early years, how all of that was the same and how we grew that, but like every stage we kind of grew together. So just kind of tell your side of that.
I mean, of course, starting out when we on the married life, when we talked about how we met,
episode,
that's basically kind of goes into it too, where we had so much similarities in our upbringing, like our mothers were alike, our fathers were alike. We were both brought up Pentecostal. And so, we were in alignment.
Yeah, right. Equally yoked, baby. We was equally yoked. No, man, for real. We shared the same kind of structure, like she said, upbringing, right? And so as we got into the marriage, things changed.
Right.
Because
we stayed in that for what, 15?
I mean, a minute.
15 years.
Yeah, about the first 15 years of our marriage, right? And then go watch that episode we did last week when our faith started to crack. So the beliefs was the same, religion was the same. Right. Like she said, all that was the same. So we felt like we was growing together. But then when that faith started cracking, and then just not even the faith, when we just got older, life started lifing, right?
Having kids.
Your beliefs change, your core values change, what you value change. So in a committed relationship, real love, and I say this all the time, is leaving space or being committed, choosing your partner, right, every day while they're changing.
Right.
I'm gonna say that again. Like real love in a relationship is really choosing your partner every day while they're changing.
Right. And being open to that change yourself. I mean, what is going on with your spouse? And are you willing to hear them out and really do your own research, whatever they're going through? Are you willing to do that with your partner?
Yes.
Because if you're not, that's going to be a problem.
It's going to be
right
a problem.
there.
That's, man, look, babe, I wrote that down there. When we started to come out of that, we could have created distance. Wifey kind of touched on that. When I started to change my beliefs, go check out that 21 Day Live Hatch series, man. I've been hatching with the community all week, all month long, baby. Right. We hatch it. So when I start coming out those beliefs, this is what she's talking about. It was scary, so talk about that and how we had to grow together with that.
Because first of all, I was taught never to question my religion or Christianity or anything that I had been brought up to believe.
True that.
And then when he started questioning things, I was like, no. But
no.
It was scary. But the more he talked about it, because he's always been a person that's been very open and would talk to me about anything he is going through, anything he might be struggling with. So this was no different. He opened up. He shared with me, what he was looking at and watching and reading. And so I had to go along that journey. Not had to, I wanted to, because I had questions myself. And even though I was scared, I was open.
I like that. Scared, but open. You heard what she just said? That's how it's supposed to be, right? If you're married to, okay, I'm gonna say this to the women out there. You know your spouse, right? But you gotta trust that. Just that's what she's talking about here. Like she trusted me in that enough to kind of follow suit, even though she was, I don't know, right? So ladies out there, do you trust your man enough to change directions when he's changing directions, right?
That could be vice versa.
Yeah, and vice versa. But I'm saying most of the time, though, well, not most of the time, sometimes, in our case, let me just speak on our case. I can't say most of the time. In our case, it was me changing directions first. So I'm just posing that question to the women out there whose spouses are changing direction like I was. Do you trust your spouse enough to change direction with them? Right? See, I had laid the foundation already. Like I said, we grew together at every stage. I wrote this down for the soul truth, right? Right? Well, first let me set this. Her curiosity, she was curious instead of like rejection, right? She already just said that, right? She left space, even though she was scared, she left space to really see, well, let me see what he's talking about. So I wrote this down for the soul truth. We didn't just grow together in religion. We grew together out of it. True. That's what I mean. Like growing together, like values, beliefs. You don't have to see the world the same way, good people, because we don't see the world the same way. I mean, we agree to disagree on a lot of stuff. Yeah.
But it's not core value stuff.
It's not core value stuff. It's not core belief stuff. No. It's what we should eat tonight. Right. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's stuff that don't really matter. It could be political stuff that we disagree on because we disagree on certain political, but it don't matter. That stuff don't matter. The core values, the core beliefs, the soul truth, right? That's what has to be in alignment. The vision, what you seeing, what you want, you got to want the same things for your kids, for your money. So yeah, so that's the thing. We didn't just grow together in religion. We grew together out of it, right? That was part two, growing together, right? I put down here, most couples don't survive growth. That's what I put. They just don't, because one or the other expect the person to be the same. Oh man, you changed. Well, they should have changed.
We as humans change. What they say?
Every 7 years. From a biology standpoint,
right?
A physical standpoint, your body changes from birth to 7. At 7, you're different. From 7 to 14. At 14, you're different than you was at 7. 21, so you're changing. So listen, if you expect your partner to be the same person they was when you got married, man, you already set yourself up for failure, because you didn't marry like 10 different people.
Right.
Hey, that's just real though. Early 20s, we're 47.
We're totally different.
Then had businesses, then built businesses, got 3 kids, then built 2 homes, building this creator economy. Dude, we're 47. We're not the same people. So yeah, most couples die. They don't survive growth. And I put down, one partner evolves, the other resists. That's how they don't survive it. Like I said, man, we didn't coach it.
That's where you're not being open to what your other partner is going through.
Say that again.
You're not open to what your partner's going through.
She a comedian. No, but that's true. Growth is mistaken for betrayal. We've coached people that they figure, they changing, and they feel like the other person is betraying them because they're outgrowing beliefs, or they're outgrowing just outdated subconscious loop. Talk about it. I see your head spin. You said like you're going to say something.
That's just right. I mean, that's so accurate.
Yeah. So, and then I wrote down too, change feels like loss instead of expansion to some people when they're in a relationship. When one person is changing rapidly, it can feel like loss to the other person, but it's not. What wifey just said. Say it again for the people back. You gotta be open.
Listen, look, you know my short-term memory is an issue. Don't ask me to repeat anything I
listen,
say.
Old Perry. What is old Perry menopause? Old Perry. I call Old Perry. Hey, woo. Yeah.
That's a whole nother video.
So listen, I wrote down this, and we're gonna get to the pillar 3. Look, and then that's the 3 top things. Right? Now we could talk, like I said, we could talk on this for days, for years, because it's 27 years. Of course, we're not giving you every little detail, but these are the top 3 things.
All, I can remember every little detail.
Listen, these are the top 3 things, man. So before we go to number 3, I put love isn't staying the same. I think I said this earlier. Love is consciously choosing to walk with someone while they are hatching, transforming, changing throughout the duration of that walk.
Right.
How can 2 walk together unless they agree? There go that book. I told y'all, hey, neuroscience, baby. You got to have it. So the third thing, babe, what's the third thing? I'm gonna let you lead off with the third
Balancing each other out.
Balance each other. So
and for us,
talk about that.
I don't know if y'all can tell, but he's a little more serious, and I'm a little not as serious.
Do I look serious? Do I look serious?
Which is a great thing. I love that he is serious, and that's one of the biggest ways we balance each other out.
Nah, it is serious. And then, like I said, she's more of an integrator. So what I mean by that is, I'm a visionary. I'm like vision driven. Let's get it done, plan it out. But like I can see the vision.
Well, you're kind of you what? See it and you're like, let's get it done now.
Yeah,
and
let's
I'm like,
get it done. Yeah,
what?
Yeah, exactly. So she kind of paces it. I would say, because I see the vision. Like I said in my thing earlier, when you get a vision, it comes with a structure and a plan, or it's just a great idea. A vision is for now, right? So she's kind of balanced me out to, okay, it is now, but let's slow it down a little bit, and then let's kind of get some steps to it, even though I have a plan, but she kind of organizes it better, if that makes sense. She's like my greatest organizer, good people, because I could just give her this, and she'll put it all together for me, So that's one of the things that we balance each other out on, the health part. We balanced each other out. Talk about that a little bit, how the health, I've always been into health.
Yes.
She necessarily wasn't until we got together, but now she
I mean, I was in health, but like,
but not like
I wasn't healthy.
Yeah,
I might not have been big, but I wasn't healthy. I was drinking Dr. Pepper and Little Debbie brownies for breakfast.
Hey, that's no cap. Like now, young people
if
say.
I would have kept eating that.
But that's all right. I got a good people. I got it. That's what I do, baby. So that's the balance. That's
right.
Just a couple of the balance that we did,
Oh, affection. That's
my
a big
God.
One. That's a big one.
You see this? I be wanting to grab her and hold her. She taught me that. She balanced that. Because I was like, get off me. Get off me. Get off me.
But you have to explain why you were like that.
I grew up like that. Like I said, first 7 years, I didn't really see affection in my household. I knew I was loved. I knew my mom and dad loved each other, but I didn't see affection. When I first got with her, like, go check out those other episodes. They said, I love you for everything. Everything. Passing you a pen. I love you.
Leaving the room in the same house and not going nowhere.
Yeah. Like when we first was together, I used to tell her, I'm like, damn, y'all say I love you after everything. You pass a fork. I love you. But listen, over time, good people, I start craving that. Because she balanced me out in that, right? And I'm probably still nowhere where she is, but I'm more balanced because my boo thing, So yeah, affection was a big one, man. Communication, I probably helped balance you out in that. Yeah. Like she said earlier, she was never really a communicator, even though she can communicate. Everybody can communicate. But well, look, I thought I was a communicator, but like I said, I thought communicating was just getting my point across, but that was just in a marriage though. Right. I thought I was pretty good at communicating. That's one of my gifts, like y'all hear me talk about. So yeah, that's just the balance factor, man. Those are just a couple of things that we balance each other out, right? So those are the three things, man. And on this special anniversary edition, I'm gonna leave you with these right
I'm
here.
Not gonna sing.
What? Sing it. Oh, no, let me hear it.
No, I want to sing Tony. What is it?
Tony.
Yeah.
It's no.
Oh, please don't.
Neither
one of us need to be singing.
Paula P, you see how she shout out to the practice. Paula P, you see how she hating on your boy? Man, stop hating on this angelic voice. But listen, good people, marriage isn't about sameness.
Right.
It's about complimenting. It's not about completion. You're not completing your partner. Your partner got their own work and their own journey to do.
Right.
That's another thing we had to learn. Right. We got our own. Yes. It's about complimenting, adding to what they're already doing. Where one is weak, the other holds it up.
Right.
That's what it's about, right? That's what it's about. So where one is intense, hello, me, I'm intense, the other one softens it. That's what it's about. Like, so listen, marriage is not, I wrote this last soul truth down, man, and we're going to get up out of here. Mm-hmm. Listen, marriage is not just a mirror, right? Marriage is a balance. Mm-hmm. It's a regulation act. You're supposed to help your partner unpack all that nervous system trauma and all that stuff, good people. Right. So those are the three things, babe.
That's it.
Those are the top three things.
What has sustained us?
What has sustained us through the rough times? What has grew us? And then what has evolved us?
Right.
Those 3 things, right? So I want y'all to think, couples out there, think about those 3 things. Mm-hmm. Drop it in the comment section below. What 3 things you think held you guys, sustained you guys, grew you guys, and evolved you guys, right? Yes. You might not be 27 years like us, but you might be whatever 5 years, 2 years, whatever it is. Yeah. Drop it in the comments. We want to hear from you. Yeah. Or email us your questions, good people. Yes. We want to answer your questions. You're looking at 27 years of embodiment, right? What's the email address, babe?
The THA married life 23 at gmail.com, and that is the number 23.
Yeah, that's it. So listen, as we wrap this up, remember this: 27 years didn't happen by accident, good people. It happened through communication, growing together, and balancing each other out. That's how it happened. So if you want to build 27 years, hey, take this advice. Or not taking advice, you know, like my mom
used to,
like my mom used to always say, listen, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, right? So listen, man, that is the 27th anniversary edition, the Married Life Good People. Woo, woo. So when this video comes out tomorrow, drop us a shout out. Tell us happy anniversary, because our anniversary is Friday.
It's
really,
Friday,
you know,
the 23rd.
Friday the 20th.
Oh. No.
Friday the 23rd.
We're out of time.
Yeah.
We want to talk about that. We don't talk about that.
About the first anniversary that I forgot.
And just the other day.
Just go watch
the 24th.
Listen, just go watch the podcast.
No, it's the 23rd.
We didn't have so many good people. I don't know.
Listen, I literally have to count on my fingers sometimes what number we're on.
27. I lost count. But if you want to hear that story, it's in the Married Life Podcast episode 1 about when I forgot our first anniversary. So listen, marriage isn't about staying the same, good people. No. You're going to change. Right. It's about choosing each other while becoming who you were meant to be.
That's right.
That's it. So join us next time, man. Same bad channel, same bad time. This is the Married Life Podcast, baby. You already know, one of the hosts, FL, your life coach, with my boo thing. What's your name, babe?
Chandra.
All right. We'll see y'all next week. Tuesday, 2:30 Central, yes. A brand new episode drops. Guess what it is? It's Deconstruction Part 3.
Yes.
We going into it even deeper. So you don't want to miss that episode. So until next time, listen, y'all have a great day. Yes. And take what applies, throw the rest out.
That's right.
The Married Life, baby. Dare to be you.